Hey guys, and welcome to this final class for the fundamentals of Vinyasa. We're going to be exploring the final element today, which is air. So we're going to do a lot of standing poses, a little bit more airy poses, including a variation of some handstands if you're ready for it. So if you do want to attempt the full handstand against a wall, then I recommend you just bring your mat to a wall today, just so you've got it there as a safety blanket in case you need to fall, okay? When you're ready though, we'll meet on the mat and I'll see you there. Welcome. Whenever you're ready, come to your mat and get into a nice comfortable seat. So you can sit on cushions, blocks, chair, whatever feels more comfortable just for this starting meditation. And then we'll start just by shutting the eyes, taking a nice deep breath wherever you are. And exhale, sigh it all out through your mouth and just let everything go. And just noticing how you are in this space, checking in with your body. And today's class is all about air, and our breath is our vital part of this class. Breathing through any challenge and discomfort, breathing through any of the asanas that maybe bring up some elements of things that have been squashed and things that have been suppressed for a while. Our breath can be our power to overcome some of this. But it can also be something that brings it to light and brings it to your awareness, causing a bit of pain, challenge. So this is your chance to just face things that may have felt a little bit more challenging over this last month or so. And we'll just take 1 or 2 more breaths here, just checking in and seeing how you are. Allow the shoulders just to come down and away from the ears. As we just rest here for 1 or 2 more breaths. And then from here, we're going to open our eyes and slowly bring ourselves back. And we're going to come back to that YG breath that we practiced in our practice with the water and the earth. So from here, we'll take our hands onto our belly. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Bring the tongue to the top of your mouth. And as you inhale and exhale, you're going to try and redirect your breath into the back of your throat. And you'll feel it and hear it. It'll be a nice audible breath and it will sound like the ocean breath. So from here, take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Trying to draw out the exhales. And we're going to go here just for a few more rounds of breath. And just taking one final breath here. And then on your next inhale, bringing the belly out. And we'll slowly just take a little forward fold. Breathing now into the back of your body, the back of your ribs. Maybe continuing with that YG breath. And inhale, bring it all the way back up, and we'll switch the legs around, take it to the other side. Inhaling there. And as we exhale, forward fold. Feeling the back of your ribs, the side of your ribs. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up into the center. Rolling forwards onto our hands and knees to find a tabletop position. And from here, we'll inhale, curl the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Open your chest, your heart, roll the shoulders back. On your exhale, round into your back and tuck your tailbone under. Following your own breath, synchronizing it up. And then from here, we'll curl our toes under. Inhale there. Exhale. Lift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Pedaling out your legs. Getting a bit of space in your body. Directing your breath where you feel this most intensely. Then let's walk our hands back towards our feet. Inhale, we'll come onto our shins for a half lift. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Maybe dangle the arms out, holding on to opposite elbows, finding that ragdoll. And then inhale, we'll very slowly bring it all the way up to stand. Take the arms over your head. Maybe touch the palms if you can. And then exhale, take it down. Synchronizing our breath with our movement as we inhale. Take it up. This time interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers up to the ceiling, Charlie's Angel style. And as we exhale, leaning over to the right. Then inhale, bring it up through center. Exhale, over to the left. Then inhale, reach as far as you can up to the ceiling, maybe a little back bend. And exhale, take the forward fold. Dangle out the arms, hold on opposite elbows, ragdoll. Let that breath travel into your back body now. Let it travel into the back of your ribs, the side of your ribs. And then inhale very slowly, bring it all the way up, arms over the head. Reach it as far as you can. And then exhale, take your hands down. Taking one more like that as we inhale, bring it up. Charlie's Angels, those hands, and exhale this time to the left. Inhale up through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Down we go. You can ragdoll here, or if you want a slightly deeper fold, hold the backs of your legs. Hollowing out your belly. Giving yourself a breather here. And then from here we'll inhale, roll ourselves all the way up, arms come over the head. And exhale, hands come down. Working through a Surya Namaskar A from the top of our mat, the back of our mat this time. As we inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, forward fold, down we go. Inhale, find your flat back, hold the shins if you need. And exhale, walk forwards, landing back into that tabletop position. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. At the end of your exhale, lift your hips back and up. Inhale there. Exhale, Settle it in. 5 breaths. Taking one more here. And then shift your gaze forwards. We'll step the feet to the front of our mat. Inhale to find your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands come down. Taking one more like that as we inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back, finding your plank or tabletop. Beautiful. Inhale there, and then exhale, chaturanga, lower your chest down. Inhale into your cobra. Mini lift if that's all you can get. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here for a breath or two. Allow the belly button to draw in. Allow space in your back body with your breath. And then walking your hands back towards your feet. We'll inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, take your hands down. Getting ourselves ready for some balance in postures now. We're going to try and do an eagle pose. So don't worry too much about obviously hooking the ankle over your calf as we do this. I'm going to show you the modified version today just for access. It's much easier to achieve at home. So bringing our right toes forwards, sitting back a little bit into that left knee, and then slowly cross the right knee over the left, and then bring your foot to the inside of your right leg, your left leg. And then from here, once you're settled into your legs, you're going to bring the arms as well. So bring the right arm under, left arm on top, and finding that eagle pose. Taking a breath here, fill the belly. And then exhale, release the legs, release the arms, and bow down, forward fold. Inhaling there, settling into your legs. And exhale it out completely. And then inhale, roll yourself back to stand. And ground into that right foot now. Slight bend there. Cross the left leg over as tight as you can. And bring in your foot to the outside of that right leg as best as you can. Squeeze everything really tight. This time left arm comes under, right arm goes on top. Maybe bring the forearms towards each other or hold the hands if you can. Inhale here, try and open your elbows up. Try and breathe deeply into your belly. You've got this. Inhale there. And then exhale, stand up, unravel, forward fold over your legs. Dangle it out there. Inhale here. Exhale it out. And then being here at the end of our mat, we'll inhale, come into our flat back. And then exhale, walk the hands forwards, finding that plank. Or come into that tabletop. Inhale there. Arch your back. Exhale as you round your back. Inhale to step. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Giving ourselves a breather. We're going to warm our shoulders up a little bit now as we inhale in the downward dog. And as we exhale, we're going to roll forwards, bringing the shoulders over our wrists, squeezing the floor away. And then inhale, send it back. And then exhale, roll it forward, warming up our shoulder activation, really push the floor away. Exhale, inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it forwards. Hover it out. Inhale, send it back. And exhale, bring it forwards. Last one. Push the floor away. Let's hold this one now for a couple of breaths. Drop your knees if that's getting enough now. And then slowly lift your hips, send it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale completely there. Exhale, send it down. And then from here, drop your knees down. Bring your big toes together. Take a mini child pose, extending the arms forwards. Giving ourselves a moment here. Stretching through the armpits. Stretching through the back body. Expanding your breath into the back of your chest, your ribs, your lungs. And then we're going to bring the forearms down. And we'll slowly curl the toes under and try and lift your hips up high into this dolphin pose. Activate into your upper body. Keep the shoulders strong. Inhale here. And then exhale, drop your knees down again. Mini child pose, take a break. As we just take one more breath here. And then this time, planting your hands nice and firm. Curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing there. Now we're going to try and catch a bit of air here. We're going to try and hop up, either tucking the knees in as close as you can, or into a handstand. And you can go against the wall, which is what I'm going to do today, because I admit I don't have an established floating handstand in the middle of the room yet. So from here, we're going to shift our gaze forwards, and we're going to bring the weight into that right foot, bring it forwards, and then we'll ascend the left leg up behind us, try and catch a bit of air, and then drop it back to downward dog. And then bring your left foot forwards here, inhale, and then exhale, take the right foot up, and then drop it back, downward dog. Bring the right foot forwards, kick the left foot up, maybe catch the wall if you can, and then drop it down, downward facing dog. Last one as we bring the left leg up, big kick if you've got the wall there. Find it, hold your core, and then slowly send it back down into that downward facing dog. Bringing ourselves into that child pose once more. Give the wrists a little cool down if they need a little roll out. Go ahead and give it to them. And then from here, resting your forehead down, connecting once more to that ocean breath. Bringing the tongue to the top of your mouth and locating that breath into the back of your throat. Taking one more breath here wherever you are. And then we'll bring ourselves into a seat. And we're going to take the legs out wide into a straddle position. Wiggling your hips out. Get them nice and comfy. As we inhale, sit tall. On our exhale, forward fold. Working the forearms down. If you've got the space, forehead can come down, but don't feel that pressure today. Just listen to your body, and if you want, you can just keep rolling out the wrists there, the hands, giving yourself a little breather. Give them a little massage if they need. And then from here, taking one more breath in. And then we'll inhale, bring it all the way up through our center. Take the right hand out to the side. And inhale, sweep that left arm up. And then exhale, leaning over slightly. Finding that side stretch. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, bring it all the way back through center. Dropping that left hand down and inhale, the right arm comes up. Exhale, lean it over. Finding that side body stretch. Letting all this air just fill our side body. And then inhale, bring it all the way back through our center. And then we're going to roll ourselves down onto our backs. Bringing ourselves into a nice ball shape. Squeezing the knees into your chest. Restricting all that space. Maybe massage out your lower back if you need it. It's called wind release pose. So if you do have any wind or any digestive problems, it's a really nice one to do. Softening your glutes. And then bringing your head down onto your mat. Make sure you're nice and centered as we take the knees into the chest. And then we'll extend the left arm out to the side. Inhale there. And then exhale, roll over onto your right hip. Let the knees come over towards the right. Finding yourself in that little supine twist. And just taking a breath or two here, you got this. And taking one last breath. And then inhale, bring it all the way up through our center. Take the right arm out to the side. And then drop your knees over to the left. Giving yourself a real nice supine twist. Feeling all that breath travel over into that side body now, into your armpit. Maybe tapping back into that wide, deep breath. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up through our center. Drop your feet to the ground, about hip distance. Bring your hands to the side here. Inhale there. And then as we exhale, let's push into the hands and lift your hips up, all the way up to bridge pose. And then maybe for a little bit more space here, as we are working on air today, lift the arms over your head. Going into that full body stretch, breathing deep into your belly. And then slowly lowering down, keeping the knees there if that's your comfortable position on your lower back. Alternatively, you can let the legs extend long. Bring the hands out to the side where the palms can face up to the ceiling. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades under slightly. Resting here just for a few breaths. Tapping into that wise she breath if you want to. The ocean breath. Maybe take a deep inhale if anything comes up. And an audible exhale. Sigh it out through your mouth. Just let things go. Just taking a final few breaths here, wherever you are. And then from here, we'll very slowly start to take a deep breath in to the belly, the chest. And exhale, sidle out through your mouth. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Extend your arms long over your head for full body stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a full body hug here. And then very slowly start to roll over onto your right side. Find a fetal position. And then whenever you feel ready, just using a helping hand and slowly make your way into that seat. Bringing the hands back down onto the lap or the knees. Just check in with how you feel right now. And then very slowly bring your hands into your heart. Take a deep breath in there. And exhale, bow your head down to your heart. Namaste.